What's up, DBC? I just want to say that Shane Van Gisbergen is a bloody legend. He is the GOAT. He's been killing it where we are. To see him go over there and kick all the American boys' asses is fucking bloody incredible. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. Just wanted to say that I love you guys. Brett, you're amazing. Go Gamecocks.
We got a foreigner calling in talking about us, and then he says go Gamecocks. So he won me back over at the end. I love you, buddy. Hey, you come back to America, you come find me. We'll go see a Gamecock game. That's you know what we talk about all the time. How do we get new fans? I guess having a New Zealander come in here and kick a bunch of American asses will do it.
NASCAR could probably not be more excited after trying to take this global.
Wow, what a race here at Chicago. I cannot believe that SVG pulled that one out like that. He won by a smaller gap than what is in Brett's teeth.
Where'd he go? He walked away?
That's good. Just hey, that's good.
That was it. Perfect.
Hey.
I figured somebody was going to bash me in this reaction theater call. I didn't know they were going to make fun of my gap between my teeth, but since they're doing that, cheers. I'm going to take a shot at that one.
Chicago Street Course drinking game. Take a drink every time a Team Toyota driver runs out of talent and ruins their race. Take a drink every time
that was a common denominator.
He stumbles over Shane Van Gisbergen's name. And lastly, take a drink every time Noah Gragson baconates into the turn 6 tire wall.
Hey, Noah, here's what I can tell you. When I got home last night at 2 in the morning, and I don't always know who's tweeting from Couch Racer, but I figured it out when I got home last night because there was a big bag of Wendys on an empty bag of Wendys on my kitchen island that I assume my brother partook in because I'm assuming he had no choice. He's seen the Baconator card so many times buried into the tires in turn 6 that he had no choice but to order him some Wendys at some point.
Boys, I have my doubts about Chicago. I talk shit.
Me too.
Race today.
Did you call in?
I don't want it to be July 4th. I think that belongs in Daytona. But
this is Brett.
I'm not for race today. I don't want it to be July 4th. I think that belongs in Daytona.
I don't know who that guy is, but he's a genius. Can I get his contact information? We're brothers from another mothers, it appears. I bet he likes Fireball, too.
Yeah, mimosas did kick in, I guess.
Mimosas are not the way to go.
Not for you.
For me. Love it.
Good calls. Good calls this week. And,
I mean, I think the consensus was everyone loved watching it. Like, it was a great race. And if they were there, they still had a great time, even though it was monsooning. So, I call it a win. Well, to leave an audio message whenever you'd like, don't forget to call our new number, 704-802-9572, or you can still go to anchor.fm/DoorPrepperClear. You'll see that message icon, and we will continue to play the best ones each week. Let's move on to Ask DBC. These are questions submitted using hashtag AskDBC, so send in yours and we'll keep looking for the best ones. First one is from Matt. Great question. Do you have a Project 91 wish list?
I think the obvious answer is Lewis Hamilton. Like, you know, who would not want to see Lewis Hamilton in a NASCAR race ever? Like, who would ever not want to see that? So that's my pick.
If he's going to dress like a hot air balloon when he gets here, I'm good. If he's going to dress like a normal human, then I would love to see Lewis Hamilton come.
This is coming from a guy that wears cock Crocs. Just by the way,
he's my favorite personality I've ever met in racing. That I was dumb enough to not get my picture made with him. We were in Nashville and he come rolling in, and seems like a great dude. Bubba was making fun of me in L.A. last year when I rolled out of my hotel wearing my Lewis Hamilton T-shirt. I got a Mercedes hat I wear and everything in this guy's honor. So, Freddie, I couldn't agree with you more. I would do whatever it takes to get Lewis Hamilton to the sport if there was anything I could do. Unfortunately, I don't think us chipping in or starting to GoFundMe is really going to matter.
TJ?
I mean,
I've preached it before, but I would like to see Scott McLaughlin, who also came from the V8 Supercars a couple years ago, been in Indy cars, won some races there. I think he would be phenomenal in a Cup car and an Xfinity car. I think he'd be road courses especially, but yeah, I'd like to see him get in there.
I would love to see Daniel Ricciardo because I really just want him to be on our show. I think I've asked you, Andrew, 20.
You must think he's hot.
He is very hot, and I think he's awesome. So
Oh,
I don't care. Like, come run a race or don't run a race. Just come on the show, and we'll be good. Justin, make it happen, or Andrew and Dale, make it happen. And this next one is from one of our favorites, Kevin from VA. And from your point of view, how were the fan reactions in your area? And do you have any suggestions for improving spotter locations? TJ.
Fan reactions were off the charts all around. New fans there, the buzz around the area. Ran into people in the elevator last night. Just super pumped, excited. Had a great time. And I mean, yeah, I don't think there's much I would change. I mean, maybe some TVs, some more TVs, like Ross said.
Yeah, I thought like I said, the fan reaction. I saw more phones out recording this week than I've ever seen before in my life. Every fan was clamoring to get over our shoulders or at the start finish line getting yelled at by security, just trying to get pictures and videos of anything they could really. As far as spotter locations, we had the best spotter location I've ever had in my entire life this weekend.
Well, that must have mean you had shade. Did you have shade?
We had shade. We had drinks.
Don't tell him. Stop. Just we didn't have anything. We were in the sun, sweating and getting rained on.
Yeah. On a serious note, though, shout out to the staff of that President's Paddocks Club. They were phenomenal. They were making sure all the spotters had water, bringing water over to the spotter railing when we could have easily just walked over to the bar ourselves and got it. Bringing food out to the guys when they had a chance. The service up there was second to none, and that's not just for us. That was across the board of everybody that was up there. Everybody in that whole area seemed like they had a great time. I thought the turn 11 spotter stand, I went up there. It seemed like you could see a good bit of the racetrack. There's obviously some blind spots, and we ended up using 5 spotters throughout, 4 plus me, throughout the weekend, just kind of scattered all over the place. But the 3, designated spots, the only one that was probably not great was the turn 4 bus stop, the on top of the buses, I should say. But it's hard to say where they should have done there. They could have maybe built some scaffolding or something, but I thought that was an interesting take, and stick them up there, and they didn't have a great angle. They were obviously pretty low to the ground because they're on top of a bus, so the cars were kind of right on top of them before they could actually start spotting. But I mean, we're learning as we go. We don't know, and just to have an area where there were spotters designated over there was great. So there's nothing really to complain about spotter wise. You knew it was going to be a challenge. You knew that you're not going to be able to see a lot just the way the track's laid out, and we'll make improvements from there. But I thought everything was top notch from our side of things this weekend.